Well, g'day again. Just thought I'd share the Northland Sunset with you and give you an update on this plane. Some people have been saying it, suggesting that it might be New Zealand Air Force C-130 Hercules. I don't think so, because a Hercules, I would describe a Hercules as a large cargo plane. This was more of a mid-sized cargo plane, and doesn't look anything like what the New Zealand Air Force have. Similar, but not the same. Some people have suggested that it was a plane for spotting cannabis, which can't be, because it wasn't flying up and down the valley that you see here in the picture, backwards and forwards. And this plane was moving way too fast to spot anything, and it was way too low. Yeah, so this picture that you see here, this is the valley actually that it would have, this is the direction it would have come. And the interesting thing is that when you think about it, what would the Air Force be doing, flying at a few hundred feet off the ground, at high speed? It sounds a bit risky, but, after thinking about it all day, because it's kind of been bugging me all day, this guy knew what he was doing, because as you can see, there's a valley here, and over this side there's mountains, and I don't know if you're going to see them over this side, but over this side there's mountains. So they've come from the west through this valley, and this hill that I'm sitting on, he basically followed the contour of this hill up, and I'll spin around, up, and banked up over here and headed down towards the south. Yeah. So, and the other thing too was, the plane had no markings on the body, so there was no kiwi like they have on the Air Force planes, and it did have a white stripe on the nose. Yeah, so I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was any of those things people are suggesting. Flying that low. And the other thing too, the other point is that, like one guy said, oh, they're surveying the land. Well, no, because they'd be flying up and down in a grid, and they wouldn't be flying that low. Like, this guy was only a couple of 100 feet off the ground, and I don't know if you can see, there's a hill here, and this is the tree here. So he's come down here and followed the contour of this hill and banked around. So, yeah, this pilot was an expert. Definitely. And there's no way that was a New Zealand aircraft, because it would have had the Kiwi symbol on it. I went and had a look at some pictures of the Air Force aircraft. They got a Kiwi in a circle. Didn't have any of that. And it was definitely smaller than a Hercules. It looked like the sort of thing you'd transport, say, 20, 30, elite troops on. And the other thing too that I didn't mention before was it was really quiet. Like, there was no warning of it coming. It just appeared over the top of the tree, and even then, You know, it was only in my sight for maybe 6 to 8 seconds because it was moving pretty quick. Even then, when it got, when I was behind it, there was very little sound. It was almost like the plane was going pretty quick, but it was almost like the engines were just coasting. So, yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd give you an update, a bit more detail on what I saw, because, you can pretty quickly rule out a lot of those things. Yeah. This plane had a purpose. It was heading it was on a mission, and it was trying to get there quick. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the Northland Sunset. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but anyway, it's definitely beautiful. All right, well, I will sign out.